As the day breaks, these women from a remote village in our country begin their daily life, their domestic chores, with pitchers and buckets made of plastic. At the same time, miles away somewhere else in a city, a girl gets up and reaches for her toothbrush, made of plastic. In the kitchen, her mother is ready to make the morning cup of tea. The routine has just begun. And as these persons carry on with their duties and responsibilities, plastics also get ready to serve each one of them with care and dedication in ways innumerable. Packaging is an area where you must have noticed the presence of plastics in many shapes, colors, textures and sizes. Milk and mineral water, ready-to-eat food, soft drinks and fruit juices, tea and coffee, biscuits, chocolates and so on. All these things are packed nicely in plastic containers, bottles or cases, airtight and flavor locked. When you're at home, probe a little and you'll see plastics being used in many household items like the refrigerator, television, mixer and the washing machine. Telephones, fax machines, photocopying machines and computers make use of plastic for their shells, cabinets and casings. In spite of all this, some people, based on incomplete information, think that plastic is responsible for pollution in the environment. But before jumping into any conclusions, let us examine the facts. Compared to the air pollution caused by burning of various fuels, cement manufacturing, mining and quarrying, brick kilns, steel rolling plants, and automobile and industrial combustion, the role of plastics in air pollution is negligible. Major chemicals handled during manufacture of plastics raw materials are hazardous in nature. However, plastics raw materials are manufactured only in organized sector and also in a limited number of plants. These plants handle the hazardous materials in a safe and scientific manner as prescribed by the regulatory authorities. During manufacture of commodity plastics, emission levels are defined and maintained to avoid any pollution, and safety norms are adhered to. When the plastic granules are formed after the chemical reaction, these become inert and are absolutely safe for further processing and use. It is like sodium and chlorine, two aggressive chemicals which are required to be handled very carefully. However, when these two chemicals are reacted to form common salt, it becomes a product we use every day in our food. Burning of common plastics release same type of gases as released when wood, cotton or other natural organic materials are burnt, though uncontrolled burning of any material in the open is not desirable. Plastics are blamed for dioxin contamination in the environment. But then, look at the sources through which dioxin gets into the atmosphere. Burning of municipal waste and different fuels, bleaching of pulp in the paper industry, all generate dioxin. And so do forest fires and cigarette smoke. Plastics have not been singled out as the source of dioxin. Plastics do not pollute water and soil. It is just the other way round. Plastics transport and store water for drinking. Through drip irrigation, it reaches water to the agricultural farms. Plastics by nature are generally inert and pose no problem in landfilling. Though it is not a desired practice, plastic waste should not go to the landfill. It should go for recycling or energy recovery. Emissions of water during manufacture of plastics is very low compared to that of alternatives like paper, jute, textile or metals. The major gases identified as the main causes of global warming are carbon dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, methane, CFC and water vapor. Plastics do not make any additional contribution to generate greenhouse gases. But on the contrary, use of plastics in automobiles, packaging and piping etc. reduces the emission of carbon dioxide to a great extent. The ozone layer protects the earth from the ultraviolet rays radiated by the sun. If the ozone layer is depleted by human action, the effects of the planet could be catastrophic. Certain chemicals are identified as ozone depleting substances. These chemicals do not find applications in the manufacture of commodity plastics. Apart from conserving natural resources, use of plastics in packaging saves transportation fuel, as plastics are substantially lighter than conventional packaging materials like tin, glass or steel. Earlier, it used to take a glass bottle weighing 450 grams to pack half a liter of milk. As against that, a plastic pouch weighing less than 2.5 grams is now enough to transport the same quantity of milk safely to more than 45 million families in India. The enormous amount of water needed earlier for washing milk bottles is an additional resource saving we make now. Talking about the saving in transportation fuel, did you know that plastics are replacing 200 to 300 kilograms of traditional material in automobiles? Plastics are used in body panels, bumpers, dashboard, door panels and upholstery in a car. Because of this drastic reduction in weight, millions of barrels of fuel are being saved annually. In addition, thousands of trees are being saved annually by using plastic for packaging and transportation of apples alone. So use of plastics in packaging gives us many advantages over the alternate materials. Plastics consume least energy for conversion into a product. Therefore, wherever plastic products are replacing alternate materials like metal, glass or even paper, we save energy and also save the environment to that extent. Enter into a hospital and invariably you come across disposable syringes, catheters, blood bags, urine collection bags, instrument trays and X-ray films. Did you know? Surgeons use it as implants inside the human body. These applications do confirm that plastics are approved safe material for use in contact with food, water and pharmaceuticals. It is true that in the industrial era, any kind of human action leaves its effect on environment, but plastics have negligible effects on earth and environment. We have seen that plastics have very little role to play in air pollution. Plastics do not pollute water and soil by replacing wood. In packaging, building construction and furniture manufacturing, plastics have been saving countless number of trees, reducing pollution and improving the environment in different ways. Then why this ill feeling towards plastics? Probably you got the answer. Yes, the lightweight polythene carry bags that flutter around. Is it not the responsibility of the citizens, including you, to check this menace? We should first cultivate the bin culture, which means segregation of waste into dry waste that can be recycled and wet waste that is biodegradable. It is quite easy to separate paper, plastics and other materials from the dry bin and send them for recycling and turning them into useful products. Plastics that normally do not get recycled find a new utility, as they can be used for road construction after mixing with bitumen. Several institutes, colleges and private industries all worked successfully in this development. With the help of Indian scientists, Indian Centre for Plastics in the Environment, ICPE, has successfully tried this innovation in waste management. While making roads at Dadar in Mumbai, Kalyani municipality near Kolkata and other parts of the country. You might find it difficult to believe, but in Nagpur, Dr. Alka Zadgaonkar, Professor of Applied Chemistry, has invented a catalyst system that can convert plastics into commercially viable liquid hydrocarbon fuels. One more innovative use of plastic waste is in cement kilns. All types of plastic waste can be safely disposed of in cement kilns. Calorific value of plastics, which is more than coal, can thus be recovered with lesser carbon footprint. Wave the magic wand of recycling. Lo and behold, the bulk packaging bags get converted into Nivar Patti, which has multiple utility. Similarly, after recycling, plastic battery boxes take a new avatar. Affordably priced suitcases and briefcases. The PET water bottles that people throw away after use are collected and crushed here to make stunning floor carpets. Plastic is on its way to perfection as a material. As we grow up, research and development all over the world would tackle the issue of waste management. Plastic manufacturing will be more sustainable. It would continue to make revolutionary but pleasant and positive changes in the lives of people around us, in our country, in fact, people of our planet Earth.